Good evening and welcome back to Underrail. Last time we returned to base, checked on the tunnel the pirates came out of, collected a bunch of oddities, and like I said before, we would be returning after I arrived at K7, the Nexus of Technology. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. I did receive some feedback recently regarding volume control and other such. This is the first video in which I have changed the settings, so anybody has comments about that, by all means let me know. I would like to make things as adequate as possible. But for the time being, we're going to see what we can find here. Oh, and I did put some stuff into the Aegis Patroller. We will probably use it during recordings, if only for the speed. And we don't really use the plasma cannon on the Devastator, admittedly, so it's a fair exchange. I'm surprised that isn't observable. Huh. Can I just... So if the Nexus is over there, then yeah, we should actually come this way, because this should lead to another pathway inside, one would think. Curious about that, but I see web-ish material, so... yep, sure enough. The facility might be whole, but not all of its walls are. We don't want spikes. They are not a net benefit for this build. Mutagen duds. Canister of weaponized mutagen that failed to trigger and has now expired, worth 1 oddity point. Don't mind if we do. Okay, so we're gonna have to restore power somehow. Okay. Okay, so that's the official point where you begin, I guess. The elevator seems unresponsive. However, for some reason the doors haven't closed completely, resulting in a gap wide enough for a hand to slide through. Try to open the elevator door. You slide your hands through the opening, one above the other, and push the doors apart with relative ease. There are no floors above you, so you look down the empty shaft and count at least 3 floors below you, but no more because of the poor light conditions. In front of you are the cables hoisting the elevator cab, under tension and immovable, which gives you hope that the cab is still attached and could be used to carry you back up. Using the cables to descend would be highly risky, but possible so long as you don't slip and the cables don't snap. Throw a piece of debris in the shaft. You hear a metallic thud not too long after the stone piece you threw in had disappeared into complete darkness. You judge there to be at least twice as many floors as you are able to see now, making at least 6 in total. Well, at that point, climb down the cables. You grab a cable with one of your hands, hesitating for a moment just before committing fully. and that moment of hesitation allows you to catch a glimpse of the service ladders to the left, ladders which were completely hidden in the dark just a moment ago. Therefore, you decide to use the safer of the two current options. Climb down. You drop down from a vent in the ceiling. First, let's cover our landing zone. So far, so good. Nothing's actively trying to murder us. So the power is out. So we're going to need to find a generate. Oh no, are they all? Oh, they're all powered. Lemurian Intelligencer article. A scientific article from a magazine called Lemurian Intelligencer. The electronic paper written on is badly damaged, making most of the text illegible, worth 1 point. And that's the same magazine that those two articles from Crimson Meadows were in. A lot of metal. Oh, okay, that's a mundane door. Also, they 100% want you to just commit and go through, because I've seen at least one Omni tool in the, Oh? Maybe not, then. It was a lot simpler than I was expecting. Nexus class, a broken pair of high-tech glasses, probably used to assist the scientists and engineers in their day-to-day task, and definitely not to spy on the user. Worth 1 oddity point. Ooh. Lemurian engineer suit. Suit that was likely worn by Lemurian engineers. It has a number of integrated accessories that can help you with a variety of field tasks. Now, look at all of those skill bonuses. Oh. Okay. Alright, we'll come back for it in a second. Wait. What stunned me? Oh. Well. Yeah, we're fine. Ooh. But I heard crabs. And it's a psi crab. Okay, we're going to take a minute to heal. So that was the volatile fuse box. We were close enough that the power fist ricocheted off of it, or rather to it, and we were close enough to be on the receiving end of the happy fun stun gun. Okay. Nice. I did not forget, we will check the suit again in a second. So, putting aside the fact that it is good for, once again, electronics, it's also got a boost to mechanics. This is basically your utility suit. Combined with the jackknife, the trap finder's belt, and all that, that's going to be a tremendous help with trap locating if we enter another location that's just littered with them. But you always want anything that's going to give you a benefit to your crafting skills. Oh yeah, and now the cameras are fully functional. But if you notice, the handmaidens go down way easier compared to the strongman alternatives. By no means should you let your guard down, but malfunctioning empathy unit, we've already had one. Go ahead and recharge in combat. Oh, I failed to look at that apparently. So let's finish checking this floor and then we'll go back up real quick and... Ooh. Okay. And we will see about opening the front door too. Nope, 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 move. Should probably have re-equipped other goods, like my plasma grenade. Can we? Really need... I need to probably craft some melee weapons, specifically ones that divert most of their energy, rather their damage output, into energy or heat or something, and not just electric for, well, now obvious reasons. Though I do believe this is the primary location where electric weapons are a problem. But we did just pick up the coiled antenna from both. Wait, those are worth 2? Oh yeah, nice. 22 out of 62 now. I believe that's everything that's not in vent shafts. So let's take a look and see. You want to check the vent shafts even if you've probably covered the whole floor plan, because on some rare occasions there can be hidden chambers, not just on the floor itself, but in the vent. This is a really long... Oh, well, I guess that's adds up. Yeah. But also because on occasion there can be other routes that just lead to hidden chambers in the vents. It's usually not the case, and in fact, we didn't have perception for one of them relatively early on, but it's still a good habit. Oh geez, we're on level 9. Let's go to the courtyard. Gee. Oh, used the wrong weapon. Let's just step back, drop the good stuff. With any luck, we'll get another fire projector from this one. And there we go, another 2 oddity points. There we go. Our exit path is now clear. That's interesting. So, now that we actually have a clear path, submarine dock, no good. Security technology, oh, okay. Security technology, and the first thing you see is a bunch of ammo. Checks out. I believe that's... Okay, I was trying to tell if there was a desk in there, but there was not. What? I don't trust that, but we'll come back after we've cleared the floor. It's probably going to turn hostile. They sure did. Yeah, we can actually hurt them without using expose. Expose just helps. Something's active. Ooh. I was slightly looking away because I didn't think. Oh, I guess. Okay. Ooh. I was slightly looking away because I didn't expect anything would be here. At least, you know, after taking those out, so that actually gave me a very slight startle. And there's our last empathy unit. Oh, hey. Energy edge emitter, don't mind if I do. this one. Also interesting. Wait, what is it? Oh! Actually high enough to require doing something else. A quick way to fix that. Our new suit. You assholes. Yeah, good job. No, there we go. Was that actually it? I don't know if I believe you. That was actually it. Hmm. Nice. And yes, that is 100% how I play D&D, or Pathfinder, rather. You don't see anything. I don't believe you, but okay. Okay, Limco LC 387, welcome P. Bridges. Toggle north section gate. Toggle... You know what? We'll toggle that one in a minute. Something literally just came through, and I bet it's some spiders. You know what? We got something. We got something for them. Why are you so evasive? Still got enemies, so do the two things that'll help us stay safe. Ooh! Oh, there we go. Did we cap those? No, we did not. So one more oddity point. Slack jaw, we already got one. Don't trust that one bit. Hey, no. Sure enough. So around here, which is open? Yeah. That should lead to the other chamber. Ooh. I want to get in there. Oh. So this one might be fine if that one's wandering around, but we'll charge back up as a precaution. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Sure, we can sell that / trade it at Marcus's. Microchip implant encoder, Nexus of Technology. This device can be used to read and write data from and to microchip implants manufactured by Lemco. Seems important. Lemurian Intelligencer for another oddity point. Don't mind if I do. Surveillance system. Hacking, disable. Okay. Let's toggle Southern Gate. Hack it. No active security supervisors. Plasma grenade, have that one already, obviously. Lemco LC487 is, yeah. Alan McLean, unable to connect to LIN, only local data is available. Mail. From T. Cambridge, no subject. TC. I'm coming over today to collect the A. Alright, seriously though, that should be RN, but we're going to call it Acorn. To collect the Acorn from the Vault Tech Vault, I'll be at the Nexus in half an hour. AM. What's going on? The command wants it here in JSHQ. I thought it was going to be sent below. The Prime Minister and the Technology Minister left some 15 minutes ago after a 4-hour meeting with the command. It seems the plans have changed. It's a real mess here. Everyone's running headless while time is running out, fast. Indeed. Do you want a strong arm on standby? No need. I'll be picking up Acorn only. Very well. I'll be waiting here. To J. Toplin, L. Noel. That's probably like to everybody in the facility. New challenge. Hey guys, just want to let you know it's finally finished. The musical cipher is here. We've done this plenty of times by now, so I don't think it is necessary to explain much. Each one of you will be getting their own encoded text samples, in which I have concealed a 4-digit code for the tech vault next to my office. 1 digit per sample, 1 key per person has been used to encrypt each person's text, and the keys are being kept safe on my computer. You will not be able to get them through the wire, so don't even try. The first one to decrypt the code and unlock the tech vault gets to try out the Sonocaster at the range. Now, before some of you, Hammond, comment on it, I am perfectly aware that I've sacrificed some security for the sake of keeping the musical aspect of the cipher as authentic as possible. After all, it's all about having fun with these challenges. This might even be our last one, so why not inject some art into it? Your text will arrive in a separate mail. I'll play you some Lemurian Philharmony over the loudspeakers, just to set the right mood. Alan McLean, Nexus Security. And then musical cipher keys. Hey guys, the challenge is over. As we all know, with Laverne being the fastest one to decrypt her text and acquire the Tech Vault code. Congratulations again, Laverne. I thought I should make everyone's encryption keys public so that all of you who haven't been able to decrypt their text in time could do so with their respective keys and, I hope, use them to finally solve the cipher. Since we're having some peculiar problems with LIN at the moment and can't use Ether, I've attached a file containing all of the keys to this mail. Open attached file. Attempt to repair file. Because it's corrupt and unreadable? Yes. Ooh. Interval, key, perfect fourth, major third, perfect fifth, octave, keys, key 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never solved this puzzle through fair means. I will probably, once again, do something, but probably somewhat off screen because it does take a while. But we will come back to this. So, back off of that. Or, from our McLean subject cipher, view entire conversation. I'm back, brother. Had a lot of work over the JSHQ dockyard. Now, for some reason, I can't find the previous conversation, but I think you were just about to explain to me that musical cipher of yours, how that musical cipher of yours works, the one you made for the challenge the other day. It sounded really interesting. Just keep in mind that your bro is a marine mechanic and not a cryptographer, will you? Yes, that's where we stopped, and don't worry, I'll try to make it as easy to follow as possible. Well, it was my turn to come up with something this time around, and I really wanted something that was based on music. Not only that, I wanted something that would, if not top, then at least be as interesting as Arthur Asimov's challenge from a few months ago. But I was struggling to come up with the right idea until I remembered that 3 times 12 equals 36. That simple realization allowed me to develop a cipher that could, possibly, and only to a certain degree, be applicable in real life, but also make sense musically. In 12 tet, there are 12 notes per octave, and I figured that with 3 octaves, I had just the right number of notes to encode all 26 letters, as well as numbers ranging from 0 to 9, which was all I needed to encode. Then I just took it from there. Of course, I could have spelled all the numbers, but then again, the musical aspect of the cipher is what's important here. Yeah, I understand everything up to this point. Maybe I'm not as dumb as people say. So, how does it work exactly? Okay, so think of it like this. You have 3 blocks of 12 notes, each of the 36 corresponding to a letter of the alphabet, 26 notes out of a total 36, as I mentioned before. And the other 10 are numbers, aligned so that the alphabet goes first, then the numbers. For example, the default arrangement is that letter A corresponds to note C, B to C sharp, D, C to D, etc. And then the notes start repeating once you reach letter M, so now letter M is note C, N is C sharp, etc., and you go all the way until you're done with the numbers as well. So that's the basic setup. Now the first thing I do is manipulate this arrangement to transpose the notes in all these blocks by a randomly selected interval. Let's say the first block is being transposed by a minor third, 3 semitones, in keeping with the musical theme. That means that the letter A now corresponds to note D sharp / EB, letter B to E, C to F, etc. The same applies to the other 2 blocks. However, the other 2 blocks are not only being transposed, but also modulated. More precisely, since they've already been offset by the transposition interval, minor third, on top of that go the modulation intervals for each block. For the second block, let's pick another minor third, which makes that 6 semitones. In total, 3 plus 3. 6 semitones from C is F sharp. So again, the first block is offset only by the transposition interval, but once we reach the second, we have transposition plus first modulation, so we start at the F sharp note. Now the letter M, first letter of the second block, is F sharp, N is G, O is G sharp AB. The same principle applies to the third block. If the second modulation offset interval for the third block is a fifth, 7 semitones above 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 semitones from C is A sharp or BB. BB. Then letter Y, the first letter of the third block, is A sharp, BB, Z is B, and now we're starting with numbers. 0 is C, 1 is C sharp, BB, etc. These three musical intervals, transposition, first modulation, and second modulation, compose the interval key used to decode the cipher. Next up are the octaves, because how will one know which one of the three Fs correspond to the numbers? Each block has its own starting octave, and octave numbers always start at the C note. If we say transpose a piece starting at B1, the last note in the first octave, by a perfect fifth higher, 7 semitones, then the next 7 notes belong to the higher octave. C2, C sharp 2, D2, D sharp 2, E2, F2, and F sharp 2. In this case, our transposed piece now starts with F sharp 2. The most important thing to remember is that the octaves start with the C note, therefore the octave will always become one higher every time we reach the next C. The starting octaves for each one of the three blocks is something I generate, and that is the first part of the octave key. It's a 3-digit number. First digit is the octave number for the first block, second digit for the second block, third digit for the third block, and what's left now to do is to encode the text, which in this instance were titles of our beloved composers, titles of works of our beloved composers, but keep the notes and their corresponding octave numbers separate. The notes are your encoded text, the octave numbers are the second part of your octave key, so your completed octave key is the 3 aforementioned starting octaves followed by all of these octave numbers. And that's all there is to it. What do you think? Which part of the I'm a marine mechanic and not a cryptographer didn't you understand exactly? Did you really think I was going to understand all of that? I knew you were going to get carried away. I apologize, brother. I suppose I didn't need to go into so much detail. And you always fall for it, brother. I was joking. I understood the musical part. The cryptography, not so much. I think I got the gist of it, though. I can see you put a lot of thought into it. Now, I have to run. I just got another call. I'll see you later. See you after I'm done. Take care, brother. You got me there, but you're right. I do get carried away easily. And yes, as I've mentioned earlier, I wanted this to be something special. Unique. You understand? I'll see you later, and you take care. My office conceals no dangers, but possibly that of a chair breaking under my weight. Okay. I believe everything for that is here. So we learned about that. That's its own quest. Okay, so those are actually completely unrelated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for now, and I'm going to try and see about solving that off screen, and we'll go from there. So I'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. I think I will actually need a little bit more info before I can do that at the moment. So we will need to come back in a bit. But for the time being, we will wrap up this floor and go to the next. Another Lemurian Philharmonic pamphlet worth 1 oddity point. Nice little smattering of ammunitions. EMP Mark II. It's not as good as the R stuff, but we'll still take it. Plasma Mine Mark II. I did re-equip the right armor, yeah. So we will be back here later. This was 7. Robotics. Robotics works. Oh boy. You're coming to life. Nanocomposite plate. Huh. I don't remember seeing any of that prior to now. Then again, we don't usually use the armor it would go in, so that might be why. Okay, something's coming. Ooh, woo! Woo! Hmm. I'm gonna take one moment and switch to a more appropriate grenade. And you know what? We're also going to use the plasma as well. Well, y'all were supposed to wait a minute. I'll tell you what. We'll do the puff puff. How much do we need for stasis? 15. Do the bad juju medicine. And then stasis. Now watch not all of them come this time. So we're just going to step back, And drop this bad boy right here. Nice. And drop this one right here. Sure. Okay. Still got a few. But that's way more addressable than what we were going to be dealing with, so I'll take it. Just short. Ooh. Well, the good news is, that should have been everything that was a threat on this floor. So we will probably have a real quick and simple resolution of what's left. What is that? Oh, okay. It's the new Chevy Impala SMG frame. What's our inventory at? Still very good at the moment. Super strongman toy that is completely useless to us. Another Lemurian intelligencer. Fusion cell. That one is inaccessible. Yeah, it's inaccessible. Another painting, but we've got all we need of them. More batteries. Lemurian intelligencer. I like it when the oddities come steady. Another one of those foals to give to Seeger. Another, oh, no, that's a security card. Okay. more Nexus glasses, and also the last one that we can make use of. Doing pretty steady on the oddities, so we're at 31 out of 62. Alright, just need to address the shafts. Pistol? That's interesting. Just there? Oh, that one we do need to pop. Nothing in here, but okay. All right. It looks like we're done with this floor. So what I'm going to do is, let's pick the next one. Okay, so utilities where we started, security technology is where we're going to need to go back to. We're on robotics, physics, no, medicine, medicine. And that's where we're going to call it here. We'll pick back up and finish with the Nexus of Technology next time. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Y'all take care of yourselves and have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time on Underrail.